guys, what is up? This your girl Latoya Michelle coming to you today with, of course, another lock video. This video I want to actually talk about a little bit of an update with my locks, and I also want to talk about build up, y'all. Like, y'all know how I feel about, lint and stuff like that. So I want to go ahead and just address the elephant in the room that I have been mentioning in almost every video and go ahead and talk about that topic today, okay? However, before we even get started, y'all already know what to do. You go ahead and click that like button and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel. For those who have already subscribed, guys, y'all the real MVPs, okay? Like, I am at 91 subscribers. I am 9 away from 100, and that is my 2020 goal. So if you're watching this video and you have yet to subscribe, go ahead and click that button, y'all, to help me get to my goal for this year. Y'all know 2020 been hard, okay? Like, help me achieve, all right? Thanks. All right, so just a quick lock update. Y'all know I've been suffering with like dry hair with the winter time here and being out in the Midwest. However, your girl locks are thriving, all right? We're thriving. I actually have been doing the pre-poo before I wash my hair. I have been consistently making sure I keep my hair moisturized with water and oil of my choice. It's a combination that I can't even remember what I put in it. And also, we have added an original back to the team. Okay, y'all wanna know what that is? Let me let y'all know what it is. We have added the original OG back to the team, y'all. This stuff right here, baby, no plug, no promo, just speaking facts. This stuff right here, this is the Wild Growth Hair Oil. I've only been using it again for, I'll say about maybe 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks, I will say, or maybe a month. I'll say a month because I started using it right after my last retwist. And honey, my hair has thickened. My hair is thriving. My edges, oh baby, come on here. Like, this stuff saved the day. Okay, so if you don't already know about Wild Growth Oil, go ahead and get you some. Put it into your regimen. I used to use it all the time when I first started my lock journey, and then I just stopped using it. So I don't know why I stopped using it. Maybe I ran out. I don't know. I don't know what the issue was, but we added it back to our regimen, especially in these winter months when our hair needs a little bit more TLC. All right, so that's just my lock update. And we're actually gonna use that to segue into today's topic, which is how to avoid buildup, okay? So the reason why I said segue is because a lot of time buildup occurs because the oils that's in our locks attracts different things from the atmosphere, right? So the number one, y'all already know what it is lint. Lint, oh my gosh. That is like my worst enemy when it comes down to buildup, because the lint from sweaters, jackets, hoodies, sweatshirts, anything that has like lint that can come from, even on your regular clothes. If you don't lint roll your regular clothes that you wear on the regular day basis and you have your hair down, it's gonna pick the lint up that's on your shirt, okay? So what happens is that lint actually attracts to the oils that's in your hair, and once that lint has stuck to the oils that's in your hair, that's it. That's all she wrote, because it's gonna get stuck and entwined, and then if you don't get it out enough time, it will come a part of the lock. My bottom row of my locks, done. Lint central, period. Ain't coming out. Like, the lint is all the way real on that bottom row. Like, I don't know, it just over time, especially with being here and it's cold. So y'all might be wondering, like, how do I avoid this lint getting into my locks? One thing you can do is actually dry brush your locks. If your locks are mature, you can actually take a brush and just brush down your lock. Make sure that you do brush it to get all of the lint out before you even spray it with water, because once you spray your hair with water, you're kind of dampening the lock and also the lint, and then it just kind of mats into the lock itself. So you want to make sure you do brush your hair, do a dry brush before you even do a moisturize, and you can do that every morning, you can do that every night, or vice versa. Another thing to do is make sure that you're wearing your satin scarf, and also make sure when you dry your hair after you wash it, make sure you're using a lint-free towel. I started using t-shirts, so I use like old t-shirts. I'll use that to make sure that I don't get the lint into my locks, but you can use things like that to avoid the lint getting into your locks. Another type of buildup is environmental buildup. This was actually very similar to lint, but this time it's going to be like dust and just like particles that's like floating in the air. So it can be dust and dirt and stuff like that. Things that are like floating in the air is what's going to attract to your locks. So a lot of times whenever you are cleaning in your house, especially if you are dusting, make sure that you do wrap your hair. Like go ahead and put, you know, a bonnet on or a headscarf, something that you can actually protect your hair while you are cleaning up inside, because otherwise that dust is gonna like float in the air and attract directly to your locks, because why? They're moisturized with some oil, okay? And it's going to just stick to the lock. So you wanna make sure that you are putting a cap on. Like just put on a bonnet, like put on a scarf. You don't always have to take, we're working from home. A lot of us, how many of y'all actually take y'all scarf off during the day? Okay, sometimes I take mine off to make me feel like I'm being productive, but let's be real here. Like we be wrapped up, tied up, okay? But you want to make sure that you do tie up your hair, especially even if you're going outside and you're gardening or doing any type of yard work, mowing the lawn. I don't know, sis. I don't know your life, but whatever you're doing, make sure that you do wrap your hair up, put on a hat, or put on like some type of a scarf. That's the best way to avoid the environmental buildup. Most popular buildup is going to be your product buildup. Now, product buildup, I don't really have too many issues with this because I like to wash my hair. With all of these, by the way, washing your hair on a regular basis will actually help a lot, especially for that last one, the dirt. You got to wash that out. So I would say wash your hair maybe twice a month. I wash my hair every 3 weeks. So if that helps you out, that's what I do. I wash my hair every 3 weeks and it helps keep down on buildup. Now with product buildup, that's going to be anything from heavy oils or creams or just things that shouldn't go in your locks. Even some of your all natural products, sometimes they can also be too heavy for your locks, and it causes that buildup if you're not washing your hair that often. If you only wash your hair once a month or once every 6 weeks whenever you go get a retwist, that's not enough, especially if you're using a heavier product. So you want to stay away from your creams, you want to stay away from your heavy oils, and you also want to stay away from wax. So I know back in the day we were using beeswax to lock our hair. Baby, we grown. It's 2020. We done learned. Okay, learned, right? You heard I said we've learned. And we're not using wax. Stop using bees. Matter of fact, throw the beeswax out. If you have beeswax in your house right now, just throw it out. Okay, like pause the video. Recommend using a lighter product to retwist your hair, an all natural product. And even a lot of times, like I said, with all natural products, they may still can cause buildup as well. So you want to make sure to avoid product buildup that you are properly washing your hair. And when I say properly washing, not just as many times as you're washing your hair, but you want to make sure that you're using like a clarifying shampoo. And with the clarifying shampoo, that actually strips the product out of your hair. And then you want to follow it up with a moisturizing shampoo to put the moisture back into your locks. So that way you're not walking around here with a yarn, you know, cotton, you know, like you don't want to have yarn and cotton in your hair. So you want to make sure that you are properly washing your hair and putting that moisture back into it. So that will help you with your product buildup. Next is going to be debris buildup. So debris buildup, I know you're just like, okay, so isn't that the same as the environmental buildup that you said? No, ma'am, it's not. So debris buildup is actually going to be from like things that products that can get in your hair, like makeup, lotion. Another one would be food. Yeah, food. So food you really don't worry about until your hair gets longer, but I actually have already had this issue. If my hair is down and I'm cooking or like I'm eating, sometimes like some sauce can kind of like get in my lock and I gotta like get the sauce out, or sometimes I'm holding something up like this and I'm trying to like take a bite, my hair may fall into it. So it is important that you do keep your hair pulled back when you're cooking or when you're eating. Just make sure it's like all to one side or whatever works for you. But food in your hair that's not washed out immediately can cause buildup, okay? Lotion. If you moisturize your body with lotion and then touch your hair, that lotion is transferring from your hands to your hair, and that can cause buildup. Makeup. We're all guilty of this one, honey. We like to get right up on that hairline, okay? And we like to make sure that makeup is in there. Yeah, that causes buildup. So you do want to make sure that you are properly, when it's time to take your makeup off, make sure you're getting that makeup out of the hairline as well. Also, make sure you're not falling asleep in your makeup and without a bonnet, and now the locks is like mush into your face, and you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. Even if your hair's down and it's touching your face with makeup on, that can still put makeup in your locks. So that's what's going to cause the debris buildup. Okay, I know we don't think about this stuff, y'all. Like we don't think about, you know, makeup get into our locks or food get into our locks. Even the lotion, that was a big one, because a lot of people really do like moisturize. Like you get out the shower, right, and you immediately go to moisturize, and then you come back to your hair. That's something you have to kind of train yourself on. Like for me, because like on my face I use like rose oil on my face, so I have to remember when I get out the shower, go ahead and do what I'm gonna do to my face and to my hair, and then I go into my body. And I may use, I don't know, right now I'm using like a heavier shea butter cream to moisturize my skin better for the winter. But during the summer months, I'm using coconut oil. So, you know, you just gotta know what works best for you and develop a routine for yourself to make sure that you're still protecting your life. All right, so this last one is actually gonna be biological buildup. Biological buildup. My God, y'all, I'm about tired of talking. This one is another one that I don't really tend to have much issues with, but I know a lot of my friends, a lot of my lock friends actually have this issue, so I want to make sure that I did include it. So biological buildup is going to be more of like your dandruff, your flakes, and even possible mildew. These things, what happens is whenever you have like bad dandruff, a lot of times, like if you are scratching your scalp, that stuff is getting into the base of the lock, and then as you continue, you know, your day-to-day wear, it's kind of like building into it. So if you're one of those people who, again, don't like to wash your hair on a more often basis, you might want to start doing that, because everybody doesn't have the privilege, unfortunately, to stretch their wash days or their retwist or whatever the case may be. So if you're one of the people that are prone to dandruff and flakes, make sure that you're washing your hair more than once every 3 months. Okay, you want to make sure that you're washing your hair more than once every 6 months. You know, I know we got a lot of free formers, a lot of semi-free formers out there, but they're still washing their hair even though they're free forming. So you want to make sure that you are still washing your hair on a regular basis, every 3-4 weeks at the max if you are suffering from dandruff. If you do have those issues, also make sure that you're using the proper shampoo and taking care of your scalp the proper way. You want to make sure you're using like maybe like a tea tree kind of oil into your regimen to make sure that it's kind of getting rid of or breaking down the buildup that's on the scalp. And don't over mask your hair with oil. If you just keep putting oil on top of it, that doesn't help. What that does is it seals it in, and that could cause the mildew. So mildew is possible to happen in your dreads. If I'm not mistaken, you can also get dry rot in your dreads as well, but that's from like, that's something else. We ain't gonna talk about that. So we're just focusing on dandruff, flakes, and mildew. So just make sure that you are properly cleaning your locks, making sure you're taking care of your scalp. Know your scalp, learn your hair, okay? Everybody's scalp and hair is not the same, all right? So guys, those are all my tips. Like, we just want to make sure that we're taking care of the buildup. Let's make sure that we don't have any buildup issues. Don't take buildup into 2021. Leave that buildup right here, okay? So till next time, I love you all as always. Thank you for rocking with me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like the video. Till next time, love y'all.